Here we are. Another beautiful day in samsara. um, yeah, getting ready to disperse back out in the world. And let's see, so we went through the Brahma Viharas in these last few days. We went through metta, Aruna guided appreciative joy, I guided compassion. And one very big and powerful teaching that we didn't highlight yet was equanimity. Should I? Is it okay with everybody? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just in our movement to go back out in the world, I wanted to highlight equanimity a bit. The quality of balance of mind or evenness of mind amidst all the ups and downs. And it's what we've been cultivating here all along, even though like we were talking through different frames. It's been a quality that's been strongly developing, like as these difficulties come up and we're able to turn towards them and hold them with mindfulness and recognize, oh, there's fear in the mind, or oh, there's grief. In those moments, there's also equanimity that's arising that is holding that. So it's been strengthened and developed in this time and through all of your practice. And part of what happens here, settling into practice and letting go of all the momentum of the world, is we become more sensitized, resensitized. And as we go back out, things might register differently. Old just habits or day-to-day things, we might have more presence, we might have more sensitivity, they might feel different. Things that used to just be a mindless activity, we might have sensitivity to, and we're able to see like, oh, how is this affecting my mind? So we're going to go back onto our phones and we can feel, oh, sensitivity in the body. How's the body holding this? What's the energy, the mind, the eyeballs pulling forwards or feeling dry looking at the screens? We have this gift of being more sensitized to see how our mind is affected and how we're reacting to stimulus, and getting to condition habits that are more conducive to our happiness and our well-being for the future, in the present moment and for the future. Just reflecting on the goodness of our metta bombing session last night, how all of the Brahma Viharas were present with us. It's a metta circle, but here we are all together, like saying metta, singing metta, touching metta, energizing universal energy flowing into each other, metta. And there's appreciative joy, like how much joy came along with all of that. Joy for both the receiving, the gift of receiving, and both the gift of giving, like how good it feels to be on both sides of that and to open to both sides of that. And the compassion that it's flowing from also. In becoming sensitized, more open in our practice, we're feeling our feelings more deeply. We're very tuned in and open, and in that we've been able to see, like in our group sharings, how much our heart moves or quivers with the suffering of others, with what comes up for each other, and how we're there to hold it with each other. That compassion that this exuberant metta is also flowing with and flowing from, was there last night in our session. And where equanimity comes in with all of that is like, I wish for you not to suffer. Like, may you be so happy and well. And I can't take your suffering away. It's your journey. It's your karma unfolding. I can be here and I can hold what I can, but I can't walk the path for you. And equanimity is accepting that. You are the owner and heir of your karma. I am the owner and heir of my karma. It makes clear where our work actually is and where our agency actually is. There's another way that our equanimity grows along with cultivating all these other Brahmaviharas is that the more the metta juice is flowing, or the more we cultivate our appreciative joy or our compassion and our equanimity is kind of like the culminating maturation also, the less preferential our love becomes. Equanimity in the sense of, as I move through the world with all of this sensitivity and metta and everything that's developed, I see the suffering in people that I don't think are my community or like aren't like my loved ones, my inner circle, my people, but our love becomes less preferential and more open to the suffering of all beings, not just human creatures, all kinds of beings. So it's, yeah, this aspect of non-preferential non-preferentialness. Knowing that all beings suffer, and yeah, our love can grow and really include more and more and more beings. Our kindness and our care can really include more and more and more beings. It's breaking the boundaries of separation. All of the Brahmaviharas are doing that. One of my favorite practices that help cultivate equanimity is these 5 frequent recollections recommended by the Buddha. I am of the nature to age. I have not gone beyond aging. I am of the nature to sicken. I have not gone beyond sickness. I am of the nature to die. I have not gone beyond dying. All that is mine, beloved and pleasing, will become otherwise, will be separated from me. I am the owner of my actions, heir to my actions, born of my actions, related to my actions, abide supported by my actions. Whatever actions I do, for good or for ill, of that I will be the heir. Equanimity comes in as the acceptance of, this is the reality, this is the nature of this life, aging, sickness, and death for everybody. Separation from everything that is beloved and pleasing to me. And you're going to be separated from everything that's beloved and pleasing to you. And the wisdom of our agency. We are the owner and heir of our actions. For about a year, every morning when I would wake up, I would say these. They were conducive for a while as a reflection on the nature of the impermanence and suffering and reality of this existence. And in that, in the frequent recollection, it's like those are the things that we tend to view as like tragedies and losses and horrible or things to fear, our own aging, sickness, and death, and separations, and they're part of what the Buddha called the 8 worldly winds. It's all the stories, everything that we're caught up in, everything that we get really tangled up about, anything regarding gain and loss, pleasure and pain, praise and blame, and fame and disrepute, or good reputation, bad reputation. And equanimity comes in when we recognize the impermanence, when we accept the impermanence, when we accept the suffering nature, when we accept, or if we awaken to understand the non-self nature of these things arising and passing through our karmic stream. And cultivating equanimity intentionally, it diminishes the weight we feel when those ups and downs come, because they're coming, and they're going to keep coming, and they're going to keep coming. I'm wearing a t-shirt that summarizes it. It's hard to read now because it's washed off largely, but this is a cartoon parent and a cartoon child alien thing. And the child is looking like this, like at the parent, and it says, it's like the adult saying, life will be full of unpleasant sensations. And so, like, growing in our equanimity. It's the foundation of not being miserable all the time. Anytime what we don't want comes to us, or when we can't get what we want, or when we age, when we get sick, when we die, which is all inevitable. I have a short sutta. Oh wait, we're almost out of time. Later, Buddha.